Magandang araw, ako po si Sir Ariel, ang ALS lover ng Edtech Unit. Narito po ako para sa isang napakagandang balita at upang magpaalala na ang kinabukasan ay mas gaganda at uunlad kung ang lahat ay patuloy na mag-aaral. Sa edukasyon sa ating bansa, tiyak na walang maiiwanan sa pag-abot ng mga pangarap. Kaya naman ang Department of Education ICT's Educational Technology Unit at Alternative Learning System Task Force ay nagtutulungan sa pagkakaroon ng ALS Tech Empowerment Program upang maihatid ang excellent quality education sa ating mga ALS learner and teachers. To easily deliver the lessons from the modules and other references, we will provide tablet PC as part of the DepEd computerization program to all ALS teachers and orientation on the use of these packages. To deepen the pedagogical use of information and communications and technology in delivering instructions, there are training workshops on the use and curation of open educational resources or OER, Google and Microsoft productivity tools, creation of video lessons using PowerPoint presentations and KineMaster, and on ebook or e-magazine development. To create an avenue for remedial lessons that is open to all learners, teachers, and parents, we will have the ETUlay free online tutorial and mobile ETUlay, where we will visit remote schools to feature the best practices of our ALS teachers and learners. Sa mga out-of-school youth and adult, laging tatandaan na may pag-asa upang makapagpatuloy sa pag-aaral. May ALS para sa inyo. Ang edukasyon ay para sa lahat. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICT's Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng CALABARZON at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Good afternoon to all of you and welcome to ETUlay Online Tutorial Personal Development Quarter 4 Week 7. And for today's online tutorial session, we will be talking about factors in personal development, guide in making important career. Once again, good afternoon to all of you. Kamusta po ang lahat? Tutor A is hoping that you are all doing great, safe, and sound. Most especially to all of our dearest learners, fellow teachers, mga kababayan sa Taal na kasalukuyang pong nag-aalburoto. And in fact, one of our tutors po ay tumawag sa akin at nagbalitang sila ay nag-iimpake na upang lumikas. No? So ang panalangin po namin ay bawat isa sa inyo, to all of my part of learners and to every single person who is with me right now, isama po natin sila sa ating mga panalangin. And with that, magpapatuloy tayo because we are already on the 7th week of the 4th quarter and Tutor A is very much excited dahil malapit na no ang pagtatapos ng school year na ito. And in fact, next week will be the last week, no? For our online tutorial session dito sa PERDEV, and I am very much happy to every senior high school student who will be graduating, no? We are very much proud of you, and we would like to extend our congratulatory greeting to all of you. You really did a great job. Kaya naman sa lahat ng mga senior high school students na for this school year 2020 to 2021, we firmly believe sa lahat ng mga tutors nyo sa ating DepEd ETUlay na hindi ganun kadali ang inyong dinaanang journey. Kaya naman kami ay humahanga sa inyong lahat. Ganun din sa inyong mga magulang at mga tagagabay na nagtaguyod ng inyong edukasyon for this school year. Kaya naman once again, let me introduce myself. I am Tutor A for Personal Development, and for this afternoon, we will be sharing and we will be talking about certain topic from 4:40 to 5:20 p.m. Kaya naman, wag kayong mawawala. You may mention all of your friends, your classmates, at sa mga kakilala ninyo na gusto nyong matuto rin kasabay ninyo. So, ano pang inaantay natin? Magsimula na tayo for our online tutorial session ngayong Webes. So, ganun din naman ay sasamahan kayo ni Tutor A every Wednesday at 5:35 to 6 p.m. on DepEd TV as your Mom A, sa lahat ng mga sumusubaybay, sa lahat ng mga nakikinig at nanonood ng mga episodes natin sa DepEd TV. Happy watching, and we hope that you are enjoying while learning. So let's have first a review about the topic that we talked about last week, which is the career options based on career development concepts and personal life goals. So, di ba? Last week, we talked about the different options that you have. Most especially now that we are experiencing this pandemic, the question is, what are certain jobs? What are the certain careers that I should pursue in the near future as I am about to decide kung ano yung kursong kukuhanin ko, or pwede naman din akong magtrabaho, or pwede rin naman akong gumawa ng sarili kong negosyo, just like what the K-12 curriculum is trying to give us, no? Yung tatlong exit na pwedeng magkaroon kayo bilang mga senior high school students, right? So now, my PERDEV learners and to all of the teachers that I am with right now, no? I am very much happy to share with you dahil meron tayong mga PERDEV amazing tuties and teacher for this week. Pero bago natin makilala kung sino ba itong mga napakahusay na mga estudyante natin, at ganun din kasama ang kanilang napakahusay na teacher, batiin ko muna ang ilan ng mga kasama natin ngayon. Very interesting po, from Christy de Guzman Timog. Yes, Ma'am Christy, the topic that we will talk about, or we have been talking about since last week, right? Ay talaga namang mga very interesting at para sa mga senior high school students natin na nalilito pa kung anumang kurso ang kanilang kukuhanin sa kolehiyo. At pagbati rin naman mula kay Sir Joey Caralde. Hello, Tutor A. Mula sa SD Nueva Ecija. Hello po, Sir Joey. I hope na makasama ka natin up to the end of our online tutorial session. So, pwede po natin itong i-share, and we can also mention some of the students or mga kakilala at mga kaibigan kasama sa eskwelahan para makasama natin sa hapon ito. So, here we go, my PERDEV learners. So, let's have first Rayan Mark Hernande ng Aliaga National High School, SDO Nueva Ecija. So, siya ang ating amazing tutor for this week. So, last week nga, di ba, our assignment or your assignment is all about completing your career endpoint or career form, right? And tutor A, no, based doon sa modules na ating sinasagutan ay encouraged you or task you to complete the form. So let's have first Rayan Mark Hernandez ng Aliaga National High School, who dreams to become a policeman in the future. So the first thing, no, sabing ganon, the 5 things that I can skillfully do for a company once I got employed. So ano ba yung mga skills that Rayan Mark possesses, no, that he believes would he believes he will skillfully do for the company na papasukin niya in the near future. So sabi niya ganoon, ang skill daw niya ay siya ay isang critical thinker and wow, he can actually skillfully manage his time. Actually, at the same time, he is also an active listener and he can also express empathy among his fellows. Wow! And he also has a skill about effective communication. Wow! So, ang galing ng mga skills niya, right? So, Rayan, Mark, very good. And thank you for sharing with us these skills that you possess, and tutor A will hope that you'll develop them even better or you'll improve them even better na dahil ang lahat ng mga skills na na-mention mo at na-share mo sa amin ay magagamit mo talaga as you pursue your career in the future. Very good. You are truly amazing, Rayan Mark Hernandez. So, the next one is Armina Eldorolfo. Right. So, she dreams to become a business manager in the future. So the thing is, what are the 3 influences that she would consider in choosing employment? So the first one is the job offer. Okay. The second one is the culture of the job that she will be entering, no? Then the third one is the non-wage satisfaction from the job in the company, and that is really important, no? Ano ba yung mga contributions, ano ba yung mga benefits na pwedeng magkaroon ng isang employer, no? That's good, Armina. Nakikita mo ang lahat ng mga bagay na ito as early as now. Then secondly, 2 goals I would be wanting to achieve through employment. So sabi ng ganun, getting a promotion. Why not, right? Lahat naman tayo gusto natin na ma-promote doon sa chosen field natin. And the second one is becoming an expert in field. And that is so good, right? And I believe that to become an expert in a certain field, you really have to gain a lot of experiences and of course, a lot of knowledge and learnings. At alam ko, Armina, na ma-achieve mo ang pagiging isang manager ng isang business in the near future. You are really amazing, Armina. And the last one for this week's Perdev's Amazing Cutie, we have Sheena DJ Kabungkal. Wow! So, Sheena wants to become an advertising art designer in the future. Wow, talaga naman, no? So, sabi niya ganon, the 4 characteristics I want my employer in the future to have. Or, so sabi niya ganun, I want my future employer to be compassionate to his or her employees so we can establish a healthy as well as fun relationship. I want my future employer to be a happy-going person and able to have a fun environment in the workplace. Furthermore, I hope that my future employer has a long temper, no? And lastly, I want my employer in the future to be I hope that my employer in the future is a servant of God. Wow naman. Those are so nice, Sheena. And one thing that I will never compromise for my career, sabi niya ganon, I will never compromise my dignity over a career. If denouncing my family, friends, faith, and myself will be the exchange of a career, I will never take it. So, you really did a great job, Sheena DJ Kabungkal. You are amazing. And Tutor A really hopes that you'll achieve your dream to become an advertising art designer in the future. Okay, so watching with us, mga ay si Sir Edson Mayrina Reyes watching from SDO Mabalacat City. Hello, Sir Edson. I hope that you'll stay with Tutor A up to the end of our online tutorial session, and you may also invite your students to join us this afternoon. And of course, my part of learners, if we have this what we call amazing tutorials, we of course have the amazing teacher. Dahil ang lahat ng mga kagalingan at kahusayan ng mga tutis natin ngayon ay nasusuportahan ng isang napakagaling at napakahusay na guro. At for this week, our Purdev's amazing teacher is Ma'am Olivia Bartolome ng Aliaga National High School. Congratulations and thank you so much, Ma'am Olivia Bartolome. Sabi niya ganon, sa atin, binigyan niya tayo ng isang mensahe para sa ating lahat. Teaching amidst the pandemic becomes more personal and get more fulfilling because it gives you the opportunity to be a courageous warrior of education. Wow! Yes, that's true, right? Nakaka-relate po ba ang ating mga teachers who are watching right now that really the teaching has been a very challenging work, profession, and vocation nowadays because of the pandemic. But then, it gives us really the opportunity para maipakita natin na kaya natin ipaglaban ang pagtuturo, kaya nating ilaban ng edukasyon para sa lahat ng mga estudyante natin na nangangarap, right? So with that, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you, our amazing tutis and our amazing teacher for this week. Marami pong salamat. So now, my part of learners, let me share with you the learning targets of our session for this afternoon. Ano nga ba ang gusto nating ma-achieve today? The first one is identify the factors in personal development that guide you in making important career decisions as adolescents. Write a 5-year career plan. And the last one is value the importance of personal development in career development. So with that, my part of learners, the question is, are you ready? If you are ready, do not forget to bring with you your pen and paper, your module, at marami pong salamat sa ating CALABARZON, Region CALABARZON, for allowing us to use their module. And of course, girls, do not forget to flex out your smile with a hint of your favorite lip tint. And to all of our boys, do not forget to flex out your nice hairstyle with your cool hair wax. And do not forget to bring with you your heart, because Aristotle said educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. My part of learners for this afternoon, let's talk about the factors in personal development guide in making important decisions. That is right. So as your self-awareness increases, my part of learners, your ability to maximize the use of strengths and manage weaknesses increases as well. Understanding yourself, managing your emotions, and training your mind to have a positive outlook despite setbacks are the most important things that will bring you to a great career choice. We believe, my part of learners, that there are certain factors that we have to look for sa ating personality that will be our guide to make important career decisions. And the first thing that we have to do is to have a self-awareness, right? At as we become more aware about ourselves, we are able to identify the abilities that we can do, the skills that we possess, right? The talents that we innately have, right? And knowing all of the things that you can do at the same time, things that you cannot do will really help you to determine kung ano ba yung mga steps na pwede mong gawin as you pursue or as you make career decisions in the future. And isa sa mga bagay na dapat nating malaman is that with the right perspective that we have towards ourselves, with the right perspective that we have towards another thing, no, this will help us to have the right attitude towards career planning. So if we have that, what we call right perspective about how we view ourselves, how we become more aware of ourselves, right? Therefore, magkakaroon din tayo ng tamang attitude as we plan our career path, right? So, my part of learners, this tells us that deciding one career, no, or deciding on a career one wants to pursue is really a major decision. Okay, and one's personal largely influences or largely influence one's careers. So the thing is, that's why we are talking about personal development. It's very important that you develop your personality because that would greatly help you to make important career decisions in the future. So now, my part of learners, what are the factors in personal development that will help us or that will guide you in making important career decisions? So the first one that we have on screen is this what we call the values. Sabihin nga natin, values. Okay. So when we say values, these refer to the basic and fundamental beliefs that guide or motivate attitudes or actions. These personal core values may serve as your motivating factors and guide in finalizing your career plan. I believe that values are very much important as we make career decisions. And what are those certain values? We have to check on ourselves. These are honesty, right? Our spirituality. This is what we call respect, courage, and patience, and more on. Marami tayong mga iba't ibang values na sa Tagalog ay pagpapahalaga na dapat ay i-consider natin as the foundation of our career decisions dahil ito yung magdadrive sa'yo at naniniwala ako that this will clearly help you and this will direct you kung ano ba ang gagawin mong pagpili. Katulad na lang higit sa lahat yung mga values na iminulat sa atin ng ating mga magulang. Sa inyong bahay, ano ba yung mga pagpapahalaga na meron kayo, right? So, if you value enough this what we call health, no? If you really have that what we call value about health, so maaaring mag-pursue kayo ng mga medical courses. Maka-pursue ninyo ang mga medical field. If you are really into, if you have that kind of values, that value that talks about pagpapahalaga sa what you call this sa mga tao. So pwedeng ito ay about public service. So madami rin kayong mga career options na pwedeng mapili. So the thing is, values are really vital as we start our career decision. So the very first thing that you have to do, my product learners, is ano nga ba ang mga bagay na pinapahalagahan ko sa buhay? Ano ba yung mga bagay na iminulat sa akin ng aking mga magulang upang pahalagahan ko hanggang sa aking pagtanda? So check on your values, my product learners. Good PM po mula kay Daniel G. Ignacio. Isang magandang hapon mula para po sa inyo, Mr. Daniel. So the second factor in personal development that would guide you in making important career decisions is this what we call habit. Okay? So an action becomes a habit when you do it repeatedly. That you do over and over again becomes a vital piece of who you are. Mostly the habits we have now are developed in our personalities as we were growing up and exposed to different situations in our home and in our school. So that is the second factor, my product learners. Ano ba ang habit na meron ka? Pag ba sinabi nating habit, do we only refer to just good habits? Kung merong good habits, meron din tayong tinatawag na bad habits. And that is very important na magkaroon tayo ng isang good habits. Dahil if you have poor lifestyle habits, you can also have poor working habits that negatively or will negatively impact your career. So the thing is, marami tayong mga habits na hindi natin napapansin na nade-develop natin na ang impact pala sa atin is negative. So katulad na lang ng habit natin na lagi nakatutok sa cellphone, may part of learners, that we allot more time using our cell phones, surfing on social media, right? Nasa halip na makagamit tayo ng mga oras na yon sa mas makabuluhang pang bagay. So ano pa yung mga habit natin? Matulog ng late. right? Tapos gigising ka ng maaga. So the thing is, nadadamage yung iyong health, and at the same time, you don't manage well your time. Kaya kapag halimbawa dumating na yung mga modules, di ba, recently, nagmamadali ka, hindi mo alam kung paano sasagutan ng lahat ng mga ito. So as early as now, let us establish good habit. Ano ba yung katulad nun? Ano ba yung mga masasabi nating good habit? Mag-establish tayo ng study habit, right? Mag-alat ka ng time, definite time wherein you'll study, you'll just read and read, you'll just research and research, right? Ano pa? Mag-establish ka ng habit when towards developing or taking care of just like exercising, di ba? Running, working out, no? Mag-establish ka o mag-alat ka ng time para doon. At marami pang mga habits na pwede nating ma-develop as early as now that would affect positively our career decisions. Laging tandaan kung ano ang nakasanayan, yun ang makakamulatan. So as early as now, mag-establish ka ng mga magagandang bagay na dapat mong makasanayan na makatutulong sa'yo in the near future. Then, the next one is a skill set. Right? So if you can see on your screen, no, these are the set of skills na hinahanap natin sa tinatawag nating 21st graduate, just like you. So meron tayong critical thinking, creativity, research and analysis, self-directed and lifelong learning. What else? Multiple literacies, yung tinatawag natin na media and information literacy, right? Collaboration, civic engagement, and cultural awareness and communication. So these are certain skill set that that a certain employer would look for on a 21st graduate. So the thing is, ano sa mga skills na to ang pinopossess mo or nade-develop mo? So make it sure, my of learners, that you have these certain skills na siyang hinahanap natin sa 21st century right now na magagamit nyo as your advantage in your advancement in the near future. So how could we develop skills just like these? Pwede tayong mag-aral, pwede tayong mag-enroll sa mga short courses na ino-offer sa atin ng TESDA. Dahil meron diyang mga tinatawag natin na ICT, meron din tayo diyang English proficiency, meron din tayo diyang events management, at marami pang mga skills na pwede nating mahanap. Pwede din tayong mag-enroll online, right? Dahil merong mga courses that would help us to develop these skills, these certain skills. At ang pinakasekreto lang dito, may of learners, kailangan ay maagap tayo, masipag tayo, and we are really determined to achieve or to possess these certain skills that would help us for our advantage in the near future. Alright, so andito pa po ba tayo, may of learners? Marami pong salamat sa lahat ng mga kasama natin. Still watching, mula kay Ma'am Marbella Nanita. Thank you so much, Ma'am Marbella. I hope you're enjoying. And the next factor that influences, no, the important that will be your guide in making important career decisions is your personality. All right. An understanding of our personalities can help us find situations in which we will thrive and help us avoid situations in which we will experience too much stress. You know what? Personality really matters, and I believe it such a big deal. Such a big deal na meron tayong isang established na personality as we pursue our career path as you pursue your career path in the near future. At merong mga personality talaga na siyang hinahanap, right? In a certain field, most especially if you are a teacher. If you will be pursuing education or teaching in the near future, and if you have this what we call introvert personality or extrovert personality, you really have to decide well kung ikaw ay introvert, ikaw ay extrovert. Ano ba kasi ang hinahanap na personalidad kapag ikaw ay isang guro? Kailangan you really have that kind of personality wherein you can easily connect with other people and relate with other people, because as a teacher, you will be meeting different kinds of people, right? So kung ikaw ay medyo nahihiya, no? Kung ikaw naman ay medyo hindi mo kayang sumarap sa madaming tao, well, that is actually a factor if you really want to become a teacher. What else? If you want to become a psychologist in the near future, you really have this what we call na personally that you are really patient, no, to connect with your clients, most especially na talagang iba't ibang mga klase din ng tao ang makikilala natin, so mga kliyente natin. So ibig sabihin, we really have to develop a certain personality that would fit in the career path that we will pursue in the future. But then, kung ikaw naman may pangit na personality, yan ang dapat nating iwasan. Dahil, you know what, DepEd of learners, kahit gaano tayo kagaling, kahit gaano tayo kahusay, kahit possess natin ang lahat ng skills na hinahanap sa isang 21st century, but if we have personality na parang hindi tayo marunong makisama sa ibang tao, right? Hindi tayo marunong makipag-connect sa ibang tao. Well, that is something na dapat hindi tayo magkaroon dahil hindi ito makakatulong sa ating working environment. So to help you look for to help you and to guide you in making important career decisions about the factor personality, let me share with you the big 5 personality traits. Or see? So ano ba yung mga personality traits na meron tayo and anong equivalent ng mga career options or career choices na meron tayo per each trait. So, ang ganda po ng topic nyo, Ma'am A. Sabi po ni Sir Edson, yes, di ba Sir Edson, makaka-relate talaga ang ating mga senior high school students. Good afternoon din po, Tutor A from Mount Pamela, Santiago ng Aliaga na. At tama po, hashtag attitude, hashtag personality. Thank you po. Wala kay Sir Edson Mayrina Reyes. And that is really true. Katulad ng sinabi ko, I just want to give emphasis na kahit gano'n tayo kahusay, gano'n tayo kagaling, at gano'n tayo katalino, if we don't have that what we call strong and founded personality, we won't be that much effective sa career path na ipo-pursue natin. So to help you, here are the big 5 personality traits and let us begin with this what we call openness. Okay? So openness is about the desire to explore and enjoy novel experiences, preference for change and variety. So if you have this kind of personality wherein you are very much open, meaning you desire to explore, you are adventurous, you enjoy different experiences, and you are really after the changes, no? Ito yung mga facets na meron ka. You're imaginative, okay? So you are curious, okay? Meron kang originality, broad-mindedness, and intelligence. So these are the facets na you are possessing if you have this openness trait of personality. So, ano yung mga career o choices na pwede mong pamilian? So, pwede kang maging tour guiding or tour guide. Pwede mo rin pamilian ng film and media, right? Writing, graphic arts, advertising, and musical careers. Wow, di ba? So if you're open, ibig sabihin, you're imaginative, you generate a lot of ideas, you're curious about things. That is why ang gusto mo lagi, nag-export ka, you are really after adventurous experiences. So therefore, ang mga career choices mo, pwede ka maging tour guide, pwede ka rin pumasok sa film and media. That's really true. So on and so forth. So tingnan natin kung saan na nakaka-relate may part of learners. The second trait for our big 5, no, is conscientiousness. Okay? So it deals with high levels of effort, motivation, being organized, systematic, punctual, and dependable. Okay? So ikaw yung gusto mo everything should be set properly, na gusto mo everything is organized, no? Na ikaw ay malaki yung talaga nag-effort ka, you really give a lot of effort to make sure that everything is in a right system. Okay, therefore you're punctual, no, maagap ka, you're responsive, and what are the facets that you possess? So ikaw ay reliable, ikaw ay reliability, orderliness, impulse control. Okay, nakakapag-control ka. Hindi ka agad-agad nagiging impulsive o nagde-desisyon ng hindi mo pinag-iisipan. Okay, decisiveness, deliberation, and punctuality. career choices na pwede mong ma-pursue in the near future? Law, medicine, management, accounting, science, and engineering. Diba? So if you are reliable, you are after orderliness, you are deliberate and punctual, these are the career choices that you may pursue in the near future at pasok ka for conscientiousness. The next one is extroversion. So what do we mean by extroversion? It has to do with how eager an individual is to have social interaction and in constant contact with the outside world. Okay, so just like me, no? And Sir Edson Mayrina Reyes, as far as I can remember, last week Sir Edson became a part of a community service, right? That is an example of social interaction and constant communication with the outside world wherein we learn to relate with other people. And this is really true, Ma'am Pamela Santiago. Very interesting po ang topic natin ngayon. So what are the facets that you have? You might be dominant, okay, sociable, and you have this what they call positive emotions. What are the career choices that you might pursue in the future? Management, okay, personal fitness, broadcasting, public speaking, entertainment, and event planning. So if you can see, these are the career choices that are into connecting with people, interacting with different kinds of people, and communicating with the outside world. So kung ikaw ay mayroong extroversion personality, these are your career choices. The next one with part of learners is this emotional stability, okay, which is the last trait, no, for our big 5 personality traits. So it is a person's natural inclination to be positive and calm even in the middle of a situation. They remain rational and action oriented and are not prone to displays of uncontrollable outbursts. Yeah, given na tayo ay mayroong kanya-kanyang emotion, but it is very important that we are stable emotionally. Kaya naman, kung ikaw ay mayroong personality na emotionally stable ka, the facets that you possess ay calmness, amiability, and high self-esteem. Meaning, di ka basta-basta nagpapadala sa emotion mo, no? That you still become rational, not just emotional, na basta na lang nagpo-burst yung iyong emotion na parang minsan it gets uncontrollable, parang minsan it might lead you to hysterical, nako. So hindi tayo pwedeng maging emotionally unstable. Okay. So what are the career choices na kapag kasi emotional stability. So, pwede kang mag-social work and psychiatric nursing. And we are already acquainted sa kung ano ba yung tinatrabaho, ano ba ginagawa ng isang social worker and ng ginagawa ng isang psychiatrist, right? So, they are dealing with different clients na merong mga undesirable experiences that they really want to settle. They really want to be fixed sa kanilang buhay at sa kanilang pagkatao. At ito yung mga career choices na pwede mo i-pursue if you possess that kind of personality. So with that, my part of learners, I hope that you will learn something from those 5 personality traits na meron tayo and to give you them all. Again, we have openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, right? Agreeableness, and emotional stability. Okay. So now, na to, magsulat na tayo, okay, ng simple guide in your career decision making. So, paano ba natin gagawin itong tinatawag natin na guide in your career decision making? So, the very first thing that you have to do is to finalize your goal. So, you may ask yourself, am I going to pursue a college course or enroll in short-term TESDA courses? Am I going to work while studying or open a small business? So, as early as now, we part of learners to decide anong gagawin mo right after your senior high school journey. Ikaw ba ay magtatrabaho? Ikaw ba ay magnenegosyo? O ikaw ba ay magko-kolehiyo? The second one, work on your values. Never compromise your values in everything you do. Be sure that these values are your foundation when making important life decisions, certainly when it comes to your career goals. So, of course, it's very important that as we establish or making our career decisions, we are founded with our values, most especially your family values. Ang ganda ng topic, ma'am. Iba talaga ang husay mo. Nako, marami pong salamat mula kay Scarlett Cariaga Miguel. Hello, Scarlett! Okay, the third one is consider the options. One of the steps in the career planning process is the evaluation of your career choices. Weigh each of them for you to easily pick out which is your best choice. And last week, pinag-usapan natin to, right? Kung ano ba yung mga career options na pwede ninyong pagpilian. Kaya naman, Tutor A taught you to have this what we call career A, career B, and career C. Okay? So, consider the options that you have at pag-isipan mabuti kung ano ang inyong mapipili. And the last one is strategize. Your parents are not stable, yet you have that drive to pursue and possess the knowledge. The question is, how will you be able to support your studies? And that is true. Alam nyo, ang dami kong mga estudyanteng kakilala that they really want to pursue their dreams. They really want to pursue college, but they don't. But then they don't have enough finances, okay, or enough money. Their family doesn't have enough money to support them. Pero you know what? They did not stop. They did not let that financially instability, no? Or instability rather, no? To stop them from dreaming. Sila ay naghanap ng pamamaraan. Anong ginawa nila? Sila ay nag-racket. As in talagang, ang pangalan na to, what you call this, naghanap ng trabaho o nag-working student, right? Okay? At nagbenta ng kung ano, just for them to be able to have enough fund, no? Para sa kanilang pag-aaral. At mas nakakahanga ang mga kabataang ganito yung pag-iisip na bagamat mahirap, bagamat kulang sa buhay, hindi pa rin sumuko at sa halip ay lumaban. At naniniwala ako kung meron tayong ganitong tamang pag-iisip, right perspective and attitude towards education, towards achieving our dreams, magtatagumpay ka. Kaya naman kung sa mga senior high school students natin na maaaring nagwo-worry, paano ako makakapag-aral? Walang pera si nanay, walang pera si tatay. Anong gagawin ko? Bukod sa ating faith, of course, kailangan yung faith natin i-practice natin. At malaking tulong din ang pag-a-apply ng scholarship, just like what I shared before, right? Na nakapag-aral ako sa pamamagitan ng scholarship. And for 4 years, walang binayaran aking mga magulang para sa aking pag-aaral. At alam nyo kung ano ang naging dahilan para maging posible ito? Ito ay for the glory of God sa pag-aaral kong mabuti. And that is very true. Minsan kasi iniisip natin na, hindi lang mahalaga yung grades. At the end of the day, numbers won't define you, pero ito ay makakatulong sa'yo para sa iyong advantage. Dahil katulad noon, nung time namin, kapag ikaw ay honor student, there are lots of scholarships na ino-offer. And I believe hanggang ngayon, may iba't iba pa rin tayong scholarship na pwede nating applyan. So that is one of the strategies that we could have. Okay? And the last one, we've heard of learners, modify your plan. I am done in evaluating my goal. What is the best possible scheme for success? So now the question is, how are you going to establish, how are you going to achieve your plan? Maaaring along your planning, may mga bagay ka na dapat baguhin, may mga bagay ka na dapat i-modify. So that it means kailangan mong tingnan ang lahat ng mga possibilities na maaaring makatulong sa'yo for you to succeed as you make important career decisions. So with that, my part of learners, I hope that you learned a lot. sa mga bagay na ating napag-usapan. Sabing ganun ni Sir Edson, may option. That's true, may option dahil marami kang pamimilian, most especially if you possess a skill set that the 21st century is demanding from you today. So with that, my part of learners, let me give you the assessment, all right, for this afternoon's online tutorial session. Ano ba ang gagawin ninyo? So of course, katulad na nabanggit natin kanina sa ating if kayo ay gagawa ng isang career plan. So tinatawag natin na ito na may 5-year career plan. So you will just have to complete this plan for you to be able to be guided by your career decision. So, what is your ultimate career goal? Ano ba yung career goal mo? To become a CEO of my own company. Okay? You may also have, you may also state your vision. Okay? Your mission. And then, para marami kang options, katulad nga ng sinabi ni Sir Edson, may option tayo, no? You may list down your 3 career choices. So, kung gusto mo ba maging teacher, gusto mo ba maging policeman or policewoman, gusto mo ba maging isang nurse, or gusto mo bang maging isang psychologist? And what are the strategies that you will have or you should do to achieve your ultimate career goal? So, I hope, my part of learners, this career plan format would help you to assess, evaluate your choices, your career options, right? And your career decisions that you should plan as early as now. And we call that as planning time. So now, your career decision planning time starts now. So my part of learners, as Tutor A is about to end for this afternoon's online tutorial, let me share with you a simple quotation from our Mahatma Gandhi. The future depends on what you do today. Just like what we have talked about, one of the factors in personal development that will guide you in making your career decisions is habit. As early as now, we should really develop a good habit. Because sabi ni Mahatma Gandhi, what you do today really matters. What your future should be looked like. Okay. So meaning, kung ang habit mo ngayon ay magbasa ng magbasa, right? At ang habit mo ay you are into learning, you're into acquiring knowledge, no? That would really help you to succeed in the future. Dahil pag marami kang alam, marami kang maitutulong sa isang company na hinahanap ng company sa isang employee, right? So, ibig sabihin, we really have to develop and create good habits because our habits today will determine the future or the kind of future that we will have. So with that, maraming salamat, my part of learners, and I hope that you'll learn a lot from me today. If you have any feedback or comment and suggestions, you may contact me through my personal social media. Tandaan, feel okay with Tutor A every Thursday. And if you have any other comments, suggestions, you may also email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph. Maraming salamat, my part of learners, sa inyong pakikinig at pagsama kay Tutor A. Up next is Tutor Ana for Introduction to World Religions and Belief System. Laging tandaan, my part of learners, ikaw ang best tuwing Webes. Goodbye!
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa mathematics. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!